think that's it. I think that's it. Hopefully, it looks like my mic's plenty loud enough. Actually, I'm looking at these stats. That's not all that loud. It's not me. Lump game audio. Okay. So, and I forgot to put on my music. This is just gonna be going in the background, and I'm gonna get off this mini screen because I've been listening to music for I don't even know how long anymore. So this is gonna be kind of just a stream where I talk about all the things that I've been dealing with and what's actually going on in my life. I did like an update video stream thing a little while ago, and it went alright, I guess. I kind of talked about all the good things that were happening in my life at the time, and that's all well, fine and dandy. But the other thing that I came to realize is that I didn't really go over what's been going on in my head and the things I've been dealing with kind of internally. Sorry if I get pissed because I'm fiddling with settings. It's gonna be a lot of restarts. I'm just kind of doing this for fun tonight, and to talk. It's mindless. Anyway, I got an internship with National Supercomputing Foundation based out of Texas Advanced Computing College, and it's probably the most important thing, except full of resource, the most important thing that I've ever done, the most prestigious thing I've ever done or been able to say. I mean, I know in a lot of ways it's not true, or it's an exaggeration, but by very definition, I am a paid researcher for the National Supercomputing Foundation. And that's crazy. That's really crazy to think about. What's even crazier to think about is that I have people around me that had enough faith in me to push me to apply for it. And in a lot of ways, I didn't want to. Like, I was deathly afraid to apply for this internship because I didn't think I was capable. And I don't. Sometimes I still don't think I'm capable, and it's a big problem for me. Not only that, I am in a show, a theater production at the school that I'm going to, and it's the first show I've ever done. It's really serious. Like, there've been I've seen a lot of goofy shows. My brother and roommate is a part of theater, so I've seen a lot of goofy shows. I've seen a lot of like one acts and just silly stuff, like Legally Blonde and what have you. This is a really like dark, serious play, and it takes a lot of concentration. And I mean, I don't have a huge part. That's fine. I'm not gonna be a diva about that. But it's kind of significant. I mean, historically, my character is pretty significant. But other than that, you know, I've got a couple of lines in Act 1, Scene 1, and then I've got literally a line in Act 2, Scene 2, and it's 4 words. So again, not a really big deal, and that's fine. But it's stressful because there are other people that are relying on me. You know, they get cue lines from the things that I say in Act 1. And my entrance and all those little things are cues, and it's amazing how much those people rely on each other to do it right. Like, a lot of our mistakes are snowballs. If someone misses a line, or they say a line wrong, and someone doesn't pick up on the cue, and then it just kind of gets worse from there. Granted, we are still rehearsing currently, and that's fine. The show is actually like March 4th, so it's pretty crazy. I think it starts the 7th. I think it starts the 7th, and there's a matinee on the 10th. So It's pretty close. We're just coming near the end of February. It's pretty close. It's gonna be like the 26th this Tuesday. So, yeah, it's shit. It's so close. But also, taking 12 hours of school, again, not a lot. I'd say I'm not doing a lot of one thing. I'm doing a lot of little things spread out. And I gotta tell you, I am depressed and scared and stressed. Like I'm not really anxious. I'm actually just real heavy fear that I've been dealing with, and it's not something I've enjoyed. Let me actually move this real quick because I just thought that's in the way of the round counter. So let's put that right there. Anyway, it's not something I've enjoyed being under all this pressure, and it's kind of. And I know I said, oh, where's the white privilege? Because he's got an internship, he's got a significant part to play, he's in college. Oh no, how terrible must his life be? How must it suck to be him? I don't want it to come across as if I'm complaining at all. I want it to come off as honest reflection on how I'm feeling, because I've never felt less capable. I've never felt less adequate, and as if I'm going to fail, just period. And it's absolutely horrible. It takes away almost all my motivation. It makes me reclusive to a point. I'm already introverted, but with the stress, and it just, I've been sleeping. I had the flu, so I had the flu 2 weeks ago now, and they said it was supposed to last like 2 weeks, but the symptoms really only lasted maybe 5 days. But ever since then, I've been sleeping like 12 to 13 hours plus a day, like unhealthy amounts of sleep. That I'm so tired and I'm so stressed all the time that I don't really know what to do about that. And that's all just daily life at this point, which is great, fine, and dandy, and I think would be fine to deal with. Like I don't think there's any reason that normally I would have a problem dealing with that, but that's all just school, and that's really just all school. What it comes down to after that is personal life. I've got friends, and I'm working towards building relationships. But I gotta tell you, that's also stressful. So I mean, there's a lot on top of, well, there's a lot on top of everything. It just kind of keeps piling up. To be expected, obviously. But the thing that just keeps getting me is, even on top of everything I'm dealing with now, and getting through all this and wanting to perform for NSF and my mentor and the team that I'm working with to produce good coding results, I've got to deal with the past coming back to bite me in the ass. And that's a whole different level of anxiety. Less of the real fear, more of anxiety, like, oh no, what if type of deal. That's frustrating all to its own right. And part of me just wants to say, no, go away. Don't re-regulate that. Everything's going all right. Why do you have to do this again? Second year in a row, basically the same time frame. Come back around, and why is my past just gotta haunt me this time every year? And maybe it could have to do with the death of a friend of mine. That's entirely possible. at that point we all see comfort in different ways, and the fact that this person from my past keeps coming back to, I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know why they came back this time. But just the fact that they have, it's unnerving. It's unnerving because it speaks that I might have to deal with that, and I just don't want to. I want it to all go away and to not exist, really. I want to run from it as far and as fast as I can, and I've wanted to do that for a very long time. But I get to that point and I think, okay, that's what you want to do, but are you thinking of everybody in this situation? Are you thinking of the best outcome for everybody else involved too? And I know I'm not when I just try and run away from it, but I've tried to fix things. You know, maybe not in the best way possible. We're all human, we make mistakes, but I've tried to fix things. I've tried to change things for the better, and it just hasn't worked out. So, in saying that, I don't know what there is left to do, because there's like a sense of dread hanging over my head constantly, just of what am I gonna do when this thing comes back around, this person comes back around to just wreak havoc, because it's not like, it all is centered around back at my hometown, and that's not something I can really go back to. I'm a fair ways off. I'm about a 4.5, 5 hour drive off, almost in another state, basically. And so, what do I do? You know, they're there, I'm here, I can't do much of anything besides just deal with it from a distance and go home on weekends and be like, yo, this is what's happening here. But even then, is it worth it? Because I'm starting to not think so. Especially if it's all happening because of the decisions they made, and it is. It used to be because of decisions that were made on both ends, but now it's just them. Now it's their decisions that are driving this thing, and it's not good. It's not healthy. And I want to stop it, but I also want what's best for everyone, and I want everyone to be happy in their own right. But every time it comes back around, I see conflict, and I see pain, and I want to be happy, but being happy is mutually exclusive. So, I keep thinking the distance is the best thing for it, but I keep my distance. I don't go back around. I don't do anything really. I just kind of let things lie after they're done with. And yeah, it works for a while, but I mean, it's a year later and they're back again. This whole situation is back again. I don't know what to do about that, you know? It's like, it's like some sort of terminal condition. I don't want to really compare it to cancer because that makes a bad comparison to the person who I still care about quite a bit, probably more than I should, but I don't want to make a bad comparison to with them to like some terminal disease. It's like some chronic, that's the word I was looking for, some chronic illness just keeps coming back and keeps coming back. And it's not really a problem, it's just kind of a bother, you know? Because you gotta like, just do it again and do it again and put the cream back on and put a band-aid on and, oh no, it fell off, or whatever. I mean, I'm having a hard time making good comparisons because people in medical conditions really aren't comparable. It's okay. As I was saying, it's just, I'm tired. I'm not sleeping. It's I'm looking at the clock now. It's 4 a.m. I took a muscle relaxer, a prescription. Sorry, which one it is? A prescription muscle relaxer that usually knocks me out within 45 minutes, and I sleep for 4 hours. I'm not asleep. I was at 2:30. So I'm not sleeping. I'm on edge all the time, and there's nowhere I can lighten because I have to stick to my commitments basically everywhere. And I'm fine with the commitments I made. I'm fine with the commitments I made. I don't have any problem with those. I like what I'm doing. Not a big fan of theater, but it's a fun thing to interact with. It's a fun thing to go and interact with those people and see that side of the world. It's a good experience. I'm sorry, Rob Hunt's probably good. Very unprofessional. I know I'm not ninja. That's alright. Anyway, so the problem becomes, how do I relieve this tension? And I have a way. I could reach out and just say, cut this right here now, because I can't deal with it. You are putting too much strain on my life right now, or everything that I'm doing. And it'd be simple. And I choose simple very specifically because it would not be easy. It'd be a very difficult thing to say and to follow through with, you know. Wow, what a blessing. This is just beautiful. Ugh. I'm gonna have some fun here. Oh yeah. Two of my favorite all-time weapons in this game. The DSR and the 5.7 single. And someone might be like, but there's the dual 5.7 single. Just you can aim with it. It's beautiful. It's just a good time. And then the DSR is, I'm pretty sure it's the most powerful weapon in Black Ops 2 because that's a wonder weapon. Like the most powerful bullet weapon. I think many weapons, wonder weapons, Black Ops 2 fire bullets. Slug of fire, shoot, goo. Buried's paralyzer? No? Okay. The Blundergat. I'm gonna count it. Most powerful bullet weapon. Normal bullet weapon. In Blop2. It's a good time. Makes me happy. Especially like getting the iron sights. If you're not getting the iron sights on the DSR 15, you're going for high rounds. What are you about? What are you thinking? Only way to play. And this just blowing them. It's just blowing them. Not even scoping. Good time. Actually, and that brings up a point. I'm not even really gaming that much anymore. It's been pretty recent that I've been sitting down a couple hours a night and being able to play, but that's usually after I get out of rehearsal, which is until 10:15 most nights. Sunday through Thursday, my entire night is taken up, which again, not a bad experience. Part of me wishes it wasn't so demanding, but I also know it has to be for the kind of work that's being done. It's a lot of memorization. It's a huge show. The show's like 2 hours. 2 hours and 10 minutes if you are really snappy with your lines and not skipping cues and whatnot. It's tough. It's tough. So I get why it has to be so demanding. For sure. Let's put on some other music. Let's put on some of the music real quick. Just cause I'm curious. Let's see. Oh, you know what I do want to do? Let me see. I think I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna. You know what? Yeah. Radical. Okay, I think that's good enough. It's just barely in the background, or at least it looks like it. It's hard for me to tell. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh, how demanding it is. And I've got real good friends. I've got a friend of mine been going to the gym we sit and we game, and he's one of the few friends I've ever had where I don't feel like if he's here, I have to entertain him. We can just sit in a room and we can hang out, or I can watch him play a game. He can watch a game we played, and it's not, there's no strain. It's good back and forth. We have good dialogue. It's very mature, very adult relationship. I dig it really hard. It's something I've never really had for a peer. Granted, he's actually like almost a decade older than me. So that's kind of weird to think about, but he's a good dude. He's coming back for his degree. He was in the oil field for a while, but he's a good dude. And I'm really glad I met him, actually. He's helped me get to the gym and learn how to work out and stuff, so it's been a big help to have him around. Big morale, there we go. A big morale boost too. I'm whiffing shots. Which I needed desperately. But also, I lost my face cam because I was using the potato cam that was in my laptop. I got myself a new computer, which I talked about in my last big update deal. And in that, I don't have a webcam, so I figured I'd tell you guys about some of the fashion choices I'm making, I guess, or personal choices. I have a beard now. I grew it across December, I guess. Shit. Yeah, I grew it like around December, and then I started growing it right around December, and because I was shaving basically daily since I was 13, because it was all patchy and weird, and I'm not a fan. But I basically just shaved since I was 13, and I was like, you know what? It kind of looks like I got enough here to let it fill in. So I did, and I got a beard now. I used to, I think on one of the streams, one or a couple of streams, I had goatee, and it got real long at some points. It got real long, kind of gross, because like the middle of my chin didn't fill in, and it just looked weird. But anyway, I thought it was dogs. I was for sure it was dogs. So that's a big change, and I don't know that I'm gonna get a webcam. It's kind of nice to stream without it, so I don't have to worry about what I look like. I can stream without pants on if I really want to. I guess I could do that anyway, and just not stand up. Turn off the face cam if I do stand up, but I can stream naked if I want to, as long as I don't have a face cam, and TOS can't get me. So, you know, why get a webcam? If I ever take this more seriously, I might, and I say that, I mean more consistent. I'd like to, but I mean, I was just talking about literally all the stresses that are going on in my life and why I can't do the things I'd like to do. Oof. So, you know, it's a problem finding time for this. Really? Finding time for this is difficult when everything else is, you know, like falling in around me. Hey, exactly 100 headshots, that's pretty cool. I don't know, I kind of like doing this. I wish I had money for softwares, like for thumbnails and whatnot, because that's, right now that's my biggest deterrent, is thumbnails. I can't make snappy thumbnails that pull eyes in and whatnot. And that's okay, but it sure would be nice if I did have that. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's see how this goes. So it's disappointing because I see a lot of people succeeding at this when they start being consistent, and talking about how much of a grind it is. I know Noah J456, he finished a degree while streaming and making a living off of it. And that's just, I can't even imagine. That's so much work, and huge kudos to that man, because it's just hard to believe that he did that, that anybody could do that. Yeah, nothing specifically against him, that's a crazy amount of work. Granted, I think he may have an editor. I don't want to speak out of turn. So that, I mean, that lines load quite a bit, but even with, like, there's planning and there's appeasing to an audience, which has been a big problem because audiences aren't really reliable anymore. It used to be if you were doing COD, you were getting views, but that's not the way anymore. I don't know if there's ever a following on YouTube for Halo. I like 3 reach, and wow. I was playing some Blop2 today. I'm definitely used to 3-hit systems, so I'm not reacting fast enough to 2. It's unfortunate. I kind of want to do a challenge run type deal, but I'm not sure what I would. I don't have any structured challenges in mind besides, like, oh, you know what I could do? I'll do this. Box Roulette, that's what it's called. Let me change my title real quick. I also suck at formatting titles. Alright, I was playing Hailstorm because I was hoping for something like upbeat and kind of angry, but it's just not it. There we go. There we go. That's better. Okay. Make sure everything's going well before I switch back over. Yep, okay. Good enough. So I think what I'll do is I'll go to town and I'll start on 1. Actually, you know what, I'll start on 5, and I'll just do that so I can get to the box faster. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I have to get a kill with every weapon that I use before I end the round. Otherwise I'll fail the challenge. I have to restart. So yeah, that's what it's gonna be. And I guess okay. Let's see, the box is back. It's up there. I don't know why I thought it was up by Joan. We'll get a weapon, but we have to use the 1911 for round 5. How's that? Alright. So now we have to get a kill with the 1911. Wow. So much right there. Just wow. I was staggered. I couldn't do anything. That was something else. Let's go again. Let's go again. Oh. There we go. I don't think I nailed that, but I do. I guess it's not gonna matter with box roulette, huh? I'm gonna say my target round is Target round is 10. I'm hoping to be out of here by next 30 minutes. Be nice. I'm getting kind of tired finally. That's not good. I can't use my knife. No, no. Ooh, I got stuck. Did I do it? I'm pretty sure I got that kill because Barry's still there. So, okay. Wow. 1.5 original is crazy, dude. Not a fan. I'll get out of there. I wanted a box weapon, but I don't think I was gonna get it. I'll just use this to get more points real quick, and then I'll go back up. You know, I always forget how crazy original is on, how crazy original is, especially from game to game. It seems like the difficulties haven't changed a lot, but there's a drastic shift from easy on original. Like right there, I was trying, you know, maybe the muscle relaxer's kicking in. I wonder if like my reaction time is slow because of the muscle relaxer that I took. That could be it. I don't. Man, that was really sad. Because I thought I was running away, and then I just get double tapped from behind. It's your mom last night. Yep. I think one thing I've learned from depression and lack of motivation, if there's some way that you're coping with that to not feel depressed, I would, and it's not, wow, okay, and it's not highly productive, I'd say cut it out. Yeah, I gotta. Alright. Now I can get rid of the 1911, and then I'll be set up for next round. Maybe. I mean, I was sprinting. I don't know. Wow. I don't know why this is doing me so bad. The Mark II too. But like, I really was sprinting. Not in a ragey way. I'm actually more mad that it wasn't responsive than anything. It feels bad. Man, if there was anybody watching this, I'd just be laughing at how bad I'm doing. I mean, I can give the name of the hill that I took, and let me get out of my desk right here. So I want to make sure I pronounce it right. Tizanidine. That's what I took. So yes, it's a real pill. And I'm not just making things up for my being bad at zombies. My lack of skill. I mean, you guys saw me get to 24, like, no problem. I didn't even go down. Well, obviously the last time. This is gonna be hard. Come on, I just need you. Oh. Man. Oh, there's one. Oh, insta-kill. Oh, that doesn't matter. Because it's still this round. Man, this shit's just nasty, dude. It's a bad time. I'd rather... Honestly, I kinda like to take my chances with this. There we go, okay. But, I mean, that still doesn't account for round 6, although if this insta-kill lasts long enough. We'll see. Ooh, it's gonna be close. What's not gonna happen? Ooh. Okay. Well, we're gonna get... I gotta get rid of my 1911. So we get something for next round. Alright, that'll be me. Ooh. Wow. This is balls to the wall, dude. I think I'm doing it all wrong. I think whatever I get from the box, I gotta use, and then we'll just keep trading out one weapon. Yeah. Yeah. And I'll tell you what, I'll get the yeah, that's what I'll do. All right, so I'll get the Olympian off the wall to replace my 1911, and then my other slot I'll just keep spinning. That's what it is, because I keep trying to spin 2 slots and it's putting me in bad positions. Yeah, I know exactly what it is. Well, I guess maybe not. We'll find out. We'll find out. Alright, so get something from here. Alright, that'll do me. So, and now bye bye 1911. Oh, it's M14. The MP's over there, that's right. I don't know why I thought it was over there. And then that'll just be my one gun, and I can't use it. Oh, I can't do that. I don't have points. I was gonna put it in the pack a bunch. Just forget about it, but I can't really do that. So. I hate that. The explosions killed me, dude. I probably got hit once and then the explosions just killed me. I shouldn't have gone for that. I don't have a lot of options. Man, this is stupid. I think I'm gonna leave this up though, because there's some good content here, some good dialogue. Well, I think that's what matters. I think I'd rather be true to myself in the content and dialogue than be so worried about performing gameplay wise. Yeah. I know I'm terrible at this. That's alright. It's pretty sad down, honestly. But what are you gonna do about that? Thanks for coming out. Enjoy my miserable fails from here on out. There we go. Alright, and then... there. Just so I know what not to use or cycle. They're trying to do it to me. And then they're getting me stuck on random geometry. Guess there's just no rest for the wicked. Don't do it. I want that. Thank you. Granted, it wasn't a lot of help that. Ooh. Since I didn't use that much, but that's fine. I don't remember what I was talking about. You know, I think the world's kind of going crazy, man. I think there's a lot going on that people aren't talking about. Media's all screwed up, and only people care about each other anymore, if I'm being honest. Like maybe on a person-to-person basis, but as a whole, human compassion has gone down quite a bit. So, oh, I gotta get a new gun. Should I have put town in the title? I feel like I should have put town in the title. I'm actually not allowed to use this. How? Like, what? There's no way out of that one. Of all things, the ballistic knives. They were gonna do it to me. They were gonna do it to me. They really did it to me like that. Just tragic. Really tragic. Okay. Let's go again. The target's either 5 AM or, well, okay, so either 19 more minutes or around 10. Let's see what I can do. I don't know that if I've actually got enough time to get to around 10. We'll find out. I'll get ID claimed or whatever for the songs that I'm playing, but that's, you know, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. I'm not monetized or anything. So I'm gonna have to use weapon for the whole round because the whole only get 1 kill. It's not gonna work. Maybe when it, yeah, I don't know. It seems like I'm gonna have to use it the whole round. So if I shoot this, I fail, but I don't plan on shooting it. I'm just using it to run quicker because I don't want to get dipped on. And these boys are really fast, and it's not making me happy if I'm being honest, because they're trying to just not do that. Not do exactly what I just did. I think, but if I run out of ammo, I think that I'm allowed another hit. I think that's what I'll do. So maybe here a while if I don't. Alright, last one. So here's what I'll do. I'll spin the box, and then I'll kill him and trade the weapon. Yep, there we go. Okay. Chat, what do I do? What do I do with this nonsense? Like, ballistic knives, round 6. Great time. Original, no jug, by the way. It's just a travesty, dude. Just a travesty. Oh man, just right on top of me already. See, like, ouch. There's just not a whole lot of options. I really gotta just, yeah. Huh. Yeah. That's gonna take a while. I'm actually lost because I can't think of anything to do besides use grenades. There's no way I'm gonna get in there and melee them. They'll just explode on me, and then I'll get hit and I'll go down because I don't jug. If I had jug, it'd be a completely different story. Alright, there's another knife back. Also, I'm worried about I can't just shoot all my knives into them willy-nilly because then I don't have ammo to shoot at them. So I gotta be real careful. This run's gonna take forever. See, that's just dangerous. I'm actually gonna wait until Alright, maybe not so dangerous. I think because of the fire damage, it gives me just enough. Yep, makes it just barely viable. Alright, cool. Not as bad as I thought. Radical. Okay. Let's see. That's an instant kill. Good times. Oh, hold on. My chat's hidden. Let me just fix that real quick. My bad. Don't play with fire. You know what? You're right. You're right there, Wonder Bread. I wish I didn't have to, but this stuff's just nasty. Probably the worst thing they added to Black Ops 2. Left 4 Dead DLC. I don't know. You know, I've actually never played Left 4 Dead all the way through. You know, I've heard it's great, but I don't know. I didn't really grow up with video games. Good, somebody's gotta put out these zombos before they kill me, because I'll tell you what, they're griefing me tonight. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Round 6 has been okay. It's a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be, because they weren't one-shotting at first, but I'm pretty sure the fire damage weakened them enough that it does, so that's helpful at least, and now I can get rid of these stupid things unless the box decides to give it to me next round. And then, you know, just the same thing over again. But I will also get Jug because that will make things a lot easier. Ooh, something I can use. Look at that. This is Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Zombies. I'm actually a little surprised you haven't seen it. It was, well, I think it came out in 2012. Really popular at the time. It kind of kickstarted a whole new communities on YouTube. A lot of big streamers came off this. Noah J456 started off with zombies, and there's been tournaments and Oh, I was distracted. I'm just gonna pop him and use the ballistic knives. It's fine. There have been a lot of tournaments and charity events taken off of this. Like I mentioned before, Noah J, he raised I think 200,000 or more for St. Jude's by doing a fundraiser competition. All of the donations during the competition went to St. Jude's. It was actually a really good time. Really fun to watch too. Very creative. So, but I think the pinnacle of this series was Black Ops 3. That's when everything got really big, and zombies was just super popular. Like, there were thousands and thousands. I think it was tens of thousands of people watching. Oh, that's fair. Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, I was never a big, wow. I was never a big fan of MP. Hey, stop that. Or, the campaigns. I played the Black Ops 2 campaign, but I was kind of young when I did that, and, like, I don't know, I don't really remember a whole lot of it. So, in Black Ops 4, they still have zombies, but they also did a Battle Royale, and unfortunately, from what I've seen of their Battle Royale, it's just not good. It's cool, and it's a great concept, but it's not as polished as it needs to be for being a AAA game, which it's their first Battle Royale ever, so they get a little bit of leniency, but when you've got games out there crushing it like H1 and PUBG and Fortnite, you can't push out a half-polished game and expect people to want to play it, especially when Fortnite is free. I'm gonna get a different gun because obviously I'm not gonna win with EMPs. My luck. And honestly, I think Apex Legends is what Blackout should have been. It's not overly futuristic, but it's just unique enough that they probably could have pulled it off, and then they probably could have written a story about it. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, it's just, I know that there was a huge population of people that did like competitive MP and whatnot, and there was that whole craze of 360 no scopes, which I never really understood. I get a little bit more now. Oh man, I did it again. I get it a little bit more now, but I still don't think it was worth the time that was put into it. Zombies has a little bit of RNG, and it's steadily gotten more RNG over the years, but I think that it is so skill based, it's hard to outdo it. Yeah. And it's so skill based on a smaller range, because in MP you've got what, eight people in a lobby plus, I think is what it is. And this it's max 4, so, and it's way more cooperative, whereas MP is like you against the entire other team, and there's 3 other people going for that same thing. But with zombies, like, when you have to revive players, and especially with Easter eggs where you have to sometimes do this same step at the same time, or a part of the same step at the same time, it makes it way more difficult to, well, I don't want to say more difficult, more skill based, because you have to know how to do that. You have to be able to manipulate the game mechanics in a way that means something. The multiplayer on COD or the multiplayer on Left 4 Dead? No, I think, yeah, I did. I played a little bit with my cousin back, way back when. I mean, it was, wow, probably a good 6+ years ago now. So I don't really remember too well what it was. I also have never owned the game, so that's made it kind of difficult to do, to play through. But from what I saw, it looked pretty solid. Looking back on what I do remember, I just wish I wish I'd had more time for it. But as I was saying, kind of at the beginning of the stream, I don't really have time for a whole lot anymore. That's why I'm up at 4 a.m. playing zombies and listening to music and streaming, because I just don't have time. So story-based games are not high priority right now. No. But anyway, what are you up at 4 a.m. for? A fellow insomniac, perhaps? Or a different time zone? Gotcha. Whatever it may be, I hope it sorts itself out. It sleeps. Time's up. Gotcha. You know, that's alright. It's already like 6 a.m. on the East Coast, isn't it? That's a lot. You know. So, I gotta get a different gun. I think, yeah, this is the second time I've had a 5.7 this game. Ooh, round 10. What time is it? Ooh. We're gonna not count this round because it's a dog round. So I have to go through this round next with the Python, and then we'll figure it out. Well, I hope for your sake that that's not too late where you are, because sleep's real important, says the one at 4 a.m. streaming, but not being able to sleep, I know it's very important. Come on, little hoe bags. Let's go. Let's turn this up. You know, I haven't seen any of the Metro stuff. As a matter of fact, the first time I heard about it, one of my professors was talking about it in class. So, yeah. I've seen it floating around, but that's about it. I've not watched any gameplay. It does look interesting. I saw a trailer for it the other day, and it looks cool. It kind of looks like a different take on Fallout, which seems really cool, honestly, because Fallout's great, but a different perspective. Oh no! Well, that's how it's gonna go. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. I don't know. I have a hard time getting into new games as soon as they come out, or new series as soon as they come out. Yeah, they're cloned from Blop2, Black Ops 1. And I'm pretty sure they were even in World at War. But regardless, I have a hard time getting into game series that are like brand new, or that are brand new to me, because it just feels like so much more to invest in, especially when I'm so busy already. Yeah. Well, I think I might just wrap it up there. I've already been going for almost an hour. Well, I appreciate you coming out, though. I don't know. I'm not looking at my notifications page, so I don't know. EverQuest? I'll tell you what I'll do. Okay, here's what we'll do. Before you go, I will set up this. Okay, there we go, and we're gonna set. Don't mind my dashboard. I'm gonna. You know, I will, but first, before we do that, I'm actually gonna come out and. You said it's from EverQuest, so we're gonna look up EverQuest. If I can type tonight. EverQuest skeleton lab. Why is that? Oh, that's why. I'm being big dumb. Oh, yeah, skeleton lab. So we're gonna. I'm over here, pause the hailstorm. Let's see. You know? That's pretty close. That's real damn close, actually. Wow. I never knew. That's gonna drive me insane if I listen to all 3 minutes of that. I wonder if there's a 10-hour version. Oh man, I can't type. There's not. But how awesome would it be if someone just sat down and watched 10 hours of this? It'd be a good time. Alright, I'm gonna just do that real quick. Yeah, I don't know, this thing's only got like 5,500 views, so I feel like it's not gonna do the thing. Oops. Okay, I didn't even finish making that display. But it'd be really funny to like watch Mr. Beast or someone do a 10-hour version of that. So, I stream every so often, but I think this is definitely gonna be. I'm actually gonna call it here. 5 a.m.'s calling. Oof, that's brutal. That's brutal. But I stream every so often. Feel free to come out and watch whatever. Wow, really? Wow. I'll have to look that up. That seems terrible. As I was saying, feel free to come out and just chat up a storm, because not a lot of other people do. Yep, that's it. Insomniacs Unite. That's about right. Have a good one, and I'll see you around, mate.